Do you remember that? So our topic is file opening modes. So file opening modes we started with. So in that we started the first one. I hope you remembered. R mode we started with. First one we started with R mode. What do you know about R mode? Used for opening the file in which mode? Read mode. And once we open the file in R mode, and if that file is not existing, we'll get what? File not found error. And the default mode in all these modes is called what? R mode only. Right? Now it is the time to move to the further discussion. In the class. So let us start the discussion about what is the further now. So this, I hope you are remembering, used for, it is final document I will show you students. It is used for opening the file in which mode? Read mode. And one more thing is, it is one of the default mode. It is one of the default mode. Come in. It is one of the default mode. If file does not exist, you already know students, file does not exist, then we get what? Yes, file not found error. File not found error will come always. This is about what we discussed in the last class. And today we are talking about the second one is called a W mode. Yesterday I was about to start, but time was already over. That's why we did not discuss. W mode we are going to discuss. What is the use of this W mode? Yesterday's class already operations I said. And what is the use of this W mode? See students, it is used for creating a file in which mode? Creating a file newly, creating a file and open that file in which mode? Write mode. This is the first point. Here, there are two ways are there to open this file. One is a new file opening. And one more is existing file opening. Example, when you came first day to my class, you brought which notes? New notes. That new file we are opening in which mode? Because of that, what is created? File will create and open that in which mode? And you started writing. And now we are going to what? Existing file. When you open the existing file, do you know what is happening? Existing file means already data will present or not? That data will be replaced with new data. If we open new file in which mode? W mode. Then it will create newly and data can be written. What is happening here? If we open existing file in which mode? W mode, then it will open the file in which mode? Write mode. It will open the file in write. It won't create again. It will open the file in write mode. And existing data overlapped with data, new data. This is a very, very important. Overlapped. I will write capital letter. Overlapped with what data? New data. Come in. Overlapped with new data. This is a very important thing here. I hope you are understanding this. Are you following? This is a very important. New file, open it and write data can be written. Existing file, open data. And existing data overlapped with which data? New data. But now, I want to go for what? Another one I want to take it. Which one I am taking? A. Third one I am taking A. Easy, not a difficult. A is exactly similar to W only. But W existing file is done what? But here, same to same I will write here also. It is used for creating a file and open the file in write mode. New file existing, data written. Existing file opening in which mode? A mode. Here A will write A in single quote. Otherwise it will become alphabet A. Then it will open the file in write mode. Existing data appended with which data? New data. Tell me daily what are you doing in the notes? Adding or overlapping? So you are opening your notes in which mode? A. Suppose if I want to overlap the previous data, I'll go for what? W. Got it? So do you know the difference between A and W? So today, for example, in my file, I wrote it 10 records. Tomorrow, I am opening the same file in W mode. Tomorrow, I will open in W mode only. Today, already I wrote 10 records. Tomorrow also, I am opening in W mode. Writing next 3 more records. How many records will be there tomorrow? Huh? How many? అసలు ఏమన్నాము ఉందా ఇక్కడ 3 records only will be there. Overlapped I told. అందుకని ఆన్లైన్ కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తానని చెప్తాను మిమ్మల్ని. Overlapped I told already in English. English problem, lazy, everything. Overlapped. Yeah, today I wrote 10 records. Tomorrow I am opening in W mode. Now తెలుసు మీరు తప్పు చెప్తారని. I know you will tell wrong. So W mode opened in tomorrow also W mode. 3 more records written. What is the total number of records? 3. Existing 10 records overlapped with what? 3. Today I written 10 records in A mode. Tomorrow also I am opening that file with A mode only. 3 more records added. How many records? 13. మీకు అర్థమవుతే ఓకే, లేకపోతే మీరేం చేస్తారు? యువర్ బ్రెయిన్ సెట్ ఈస్ లైక్ దట్. వాట్ యూ విల్ డూ? సో నౌ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ వన్ మోర్ because I cannot waste my time of waiting for your understanding. So coming to the point of it, 4. I am talking about 4. These 3 things are basic modes. Now I am talking about R plus. This R plus says that easy. When I say R plus, it is exactly similar to R only. With R we can do what operation only? Read operation. But when you come to R plus, you can do what? You can write the data also. You can write the data also. After reading only we can write the data. Why? If you open the file in R plus mode, if you try to write the data and if that file does not exist, what will happen? File not found error. When file not found error is there, how can you write the data? Are you following what I am talking? When you open the file in, when you open the file in R plus mode and if that file does not exist, what is not possible? Writing the data is not possible. So R plus mode, with R plus mode, it is used for, now I am writing, it is used for opening the file in which mode? In which mode? Read mode. Once we open the file in R plus mode, then first we can read the data. First we can read the data. Later we can also perform which operation? Write operation also. In the case of this mode, which exception is coming? File not found error will come. In which case, putting the file in R plus mode, and if it is not existing, we'll get which error? File not found error will come. This is R plus mode. What is the difference between R and R plus? R can do only reading. It cannot do what? But R plus can do what? It can read the data as well as it can write the data also. It can write the data also. Are you following me? After reading only, we can write the data. Now I am going to take up W plus I can take it. W is doing what? Only writing. With this, what is happening? Same to same. With this, same to same. No change. No change. But and later, what we can do? We can write the data with W plus. With W plus, what you can do? First, we can with the W, we can do create a file and opening in write mode and existing data written and existing file opening overlapping. First, we can do what? First, we can write the data and later we can also perform what? Read operation. What type of errors will come? What type of error will come in the case? One is called IO error will come, OS error will come. These type of errors will come here. In the case of what? W plus. Because yesterday only I told you the exceptions in Python. And these things I'll show you practically in the class. Getting my point? Well, coming to next term, A plus I will take it. What A can do? What A can do? Only writing. But extra facility is what? Along with this, what you can do also? Along with this, what you can do also? You can do read also. Extra facility, you can do what? Read. After appending the data and later we can also perform what operation? Read operation. Gunshot questions. Difference between A and A plus. A is what? Only appending the data, write mode. A plus will do what? Same thing will carry. Opening in write mode only. First write the data and at the end of it you can perform what? So what is the difference between W plus and A plus? Both of them are for writing only. W plus overlapping, A plus appending, and after W plus you can do read operation. After A plus also you can do what? Read operation. These things you can, I hope you are understanding it. Is it clear? Next. I'll go for next. X mode I will take it. X mode. Easy, nothing is difficult. I hope X mode. What is the use of this X mode? This X mode stands for what? Exclusive. What does it stands for? Exclusive mode. This is called exclusive mode. This X stands for what? Exclusive mode. This X stands for exclusive mode. Now I'm going to take up. What is this X mode meant for? This X mode is meant for exclusively. This mode is used for this mode is used for opening the file, creating the file and opening, creating the file and opening in write mode, exclusively. That means with X mode, we can open the file in write mode once only. Only once you can open. Take an example of biometrics. In offices, biometrics attendance, you take it. So the biometrics attendance process, if you take it, assume that your company is creating one attendance sheet for today. What is the today, for example, 16? What is this now? 05 and 2023. It is the name of the file. And today all the people's login, logout information is created. This is called what name? File name. Created exclusively for today only. Tomorrow if you come, what is happening? New file is created. What is that new file? 17/07/2023 created. It is created exclusively. In today, you cannot open this file once again in which mode? X mode. But you can open in which mode? W mode. You can open in W plus. You can open in A and you can open in A plus. But you cannot open in where? Exclusive mode. Suppose if you open the existing file in X mode, you'll get error. What is that error? File exists error will come. So with X mode, what you can do? With X mode, what you can do? You can open one file at a time. We can open one file at a time, not existing file to open. What is the difference between W and X? W can open the same file again and again any number of times. But with X mode, you can open one file at a time once only. You cannot open existing file in X mode second time. Only one time you can create. Getting my point? So coming to the point back, I hope you got it. One file at a time. So you can do what? And we can perform. And we can perform. What operations? Write operations. Write operations. Good. If we open existing file in which mode? X mode, then we get which error? File exist error. File exist error. File exist error will come, students. This is about which mode? X mode. The best example, in an year, in the lifetime, year will come, same year will come 2 years. Huh? So that is nothing but every year in the universe will create only once in a lifetime, right? That is called which mode? Every month, every day, every second will be X mode only. Understand? So that is, I hope you are understanding X mode. In what way it is different from W mode? W mode is opening the file any number of times. Overlapping can take place and everything. But here only one time file can be opened. Same file cannot be opened second time. If you open second, you will get what error? File exist error. Now I am going to introduce the another one is called X plus mode. X plus mode, it is very easy. Now you can understand. When I say X plus mode, what is happening? This mode is used for creating the file and opening the file exclusively in write mode and perform which operation? And later we can perform read operation also. If we open existing file in which mode? X plus mode, we will get what also? That means one time opening, one time writing, immediately reading can be possible. Tomorrow opening in X plus mode and reading not possible. On the same day writing, on the same day reading is possible. I hope you are understanding this mode. So if we go to that, a detailed discussion if you want me to go, file opening modes, there is one topic is there, students. You just see, instead of writing a detailed discussion, because I just already wrote it now, you try to understand. All of you read out file opening modes. The purpose of file opening modes in Python is that in which mode we are opening the file. In Python programming, we have 8 file opening modes. R mode. In this mode, used for opening the file in read mode and performs read operation only. If we open file name in R mode, and if that file name does not exist, we get file not found error. The default file mode is R, W. This mode is used for creating a new file, opening file in write mode, and we can perform write operation. If we choose new file, then that file opened and created in write mode, and we can perform write operations. If we choose existing file, then that file opened in write mode and existing data overlapped with new data. Next, A mode. This mode is used for creating and opening file in write mode, performing write operation. If we choose a new file, same, perform write operation. If we choose existing file, then that file opened in write mode. Existing data appended with a new data. Earlier, overlap. Same, copied same. R plus, as it is copied. Used for opening the file in read mode. If we open the file name in R plus mode, and if the file does not exist, we'll get file not found error. If we open the file name in R plus mode, then the file opened in read mode and first performs read operation and later performs write operation also. W plus mode. This mode is used for opening read mode. If we open the new file in that, opened in write mode and perform write operation. If we open the existing file in write mode, existing data overlapped with new data, same to same previous, newly. If we open the file name, new file or existing file in W plus, first we can perform write operation and later we can also perform which operation? That's all. A plus. Same thing copied here. Same thing copied. Here also same thing copied. Last you see. If we open the file name, new file or existing file in A plus, then we can perform write operation. Later we can also perform which operation? X mode. This mode is used for creating new file and opening the file name exclusively in write mode, and we can perform write operation. If we open existing file in X mode, then we get file exist error. X plus mode. This mode is used for creating a new file and opening the file name exclusively in write mode, and first we can perform write operation and later we can also perform read operation. If we open existing file in X mode, then we get a file exist error. Getting? Nice. So this is related to what? File opening modes. Very, very important. Now I will move to the further. And after learning file opening modes, in today's class, we are learning about another important topic. What is the next? Another part is here. We are talking about number of approaches to open the file. Number of approaches to open the file. Number of approaches to open the file. To open the file. How many approaches? After that, we start the programming. So we are having two approaches. Two approaches we have. We have two approaches to open the file. First, let me explain. To open the file. What are those now? Number one, by using which function? Open function. Second one, by using with open. By using with open. By using with open as. With open as is a function. These are the functions we have. These are the functions we have with the open as. This is my functions. So the first function I am taking. What is the first one? By using open. You just observe it. Now I am going to take up. Careful students. Take care. Now I am going to give you the clarity here. By using with open. First one I will go for by using open. Syntax. Directly we will take syntax. Observe it. Variable name is equal to open of file name. I'll take file name, comma, file mode. So open function will open this file name, depends on the type of mode you write it. Open function will open this file name, depends on type of mode you write it. So what is this variable name? Once open function will open this file in this mode, this is a file is opened, file name this is, opened in this mode which you specified, which is pointed by what? Variable name. Some variable name I will write it. This variable name pointing to the opened file. A variable pointing to the opened file is simply called as what? Object. You know, every variable in Python is called what? Object. You know, students, every variable in Python is called what? Object. Every object behind that, what is there? Class is there. The class name is text IO wrapper. Text IO wrapper. This is the name of the class. This is the name of the class, text IO wrapper. So underscore IO dot underscore IO dot text IO wrapper. You remember this is more than enough. Text IO wrapper. It is the name of the class of this variable name. Are you following? Once we open the file with the open function, you have to close the function after your reading operation or writing operation or something is over. Once you open the file with the open function, you have to close it after completion of the file operations. By using which object term? Variable object. Suppose if I write it, an example here, I'll show the documentation to you. Some KVR is equal to open of stud dot data, comma, what I am saying? R mode, I am saying R mode. Student dot data is called what? Name of the file. Opened in which mode? R mode. This is opened. This is opened. What is the name of the file? stud dot data. Who is pointing here? KVR is an object is pointing. KVR is an object of what? Text IO wrapper. It is the name of the class. And after doing the operation on this reading operation is done, at the end of it, I need to close it. KVR dot close, you need to say. Close is a function name. Once you open the file, it is recommended for students or professionals to close the file. If you don't close the file, still the file is active. There is a chance of some other program may interact with it. It leads to some manipulations wrongly. That leads to what? Wrong consistency will take place. Once you open your book, when the class is over, are you closing the book or not? Like that, once you open the file name, it is the responsibility of the programmer to close the file. Such closing the file is known as what? Manual closing we can call. So open is used to open the file and close is used to close the file what you opened it. Are you able to follow me? Where are you closing the files generally? In finally block. I already told you in the class. Finally block is meant for releasing the resources. I already told in the class. So my conclusion is, with the open function, you are opening the file name in the specified mode and you are, after file operations are over, you are supposed to close the file. That is known as what? Manual closing. Manual closing we can call. Are you following? Next. And one more point is, open is a predefined function here, which is used to open the file in which mode? Specified mode what you are doing it. Once your file is opened, it is mandatory for you to close the file after doing the file operation. What type of closing it is? This is called manual closing is required. Manual closing. Manual closing in the sense when you go to old apartments, you need to open the gate of that lift and you need to close the gate of the lift after you are leaving that. When you go to modern lifts, automatically sensors will be there. Automatic closing, automatic opening will be there. When you come to the next approach, industry says very less people are using this type of approach. The industry is always recommended to use which concept? With open. What is the speciality of this? Syntax, I'll write it. Syntax. Look at that. With open, same to same. File name, comma. What is this now? File mode as variable name. Variable name. Indentation. With is a keyword. As is a keyword. Variable name. Automatically, you know, same variable name here. This is a variable name pointing to the file. And you can put one name also. This variable name is called file pointer. File pointer means what? It's just an English word. It's a pointer pointing to my file. It's a pointer pointing to my file. Is called what? File pointer. Like that. Now, once indentation is over, what are you doing? You are writing indentation block. You are writing indentation block. Lot of operations you are writing. Block of statements. Performs which operation? Performs which operation? File operation. Performs which operation? File operation. Performs file operation. Now done. This is called file operations done. Are you following? Block of statements performs which operation? File operation. Done. After finishing this task, you are writing out of the indentation. This is called out of the indentation. See students, indentation is very important here. Out of indentation of width. Now the speciality of this example is, when it comes to this PVM comes to this open function, open file in this file mode, and the file is pointed to this variable name, and you use some operations inside the file, and the PVM is present within the indentation or not. PVM present within the indentations. File is active. File is actively available. Once your PVM comes out of which one? With open indentation, automatically. In other example, as long as you are in your home, you have an internet connection in your home, Wi-Fi is connected to your mobile, correct? That is called with indentation. Once you are coming to the class, if you cross out your home, is the Wi-Fi will be disconnected automatically or not? This is nothing but automatic connecting. When you go to your home inside, again it is connected. And when you come out, automatically it is disconnected. Something like that. As long as PVM is there within the indentation, file is active. Once your PVM comes out of with indentation, what is happening? File will be closed automatically. That is known as what? Automatic closing of the file. So which is a better? Automatic closing the file is better. No need to write which block here. Finally block, no need to write at all. It's an unnecessary writing the code. So I better to go for always which approach? With the open approach. So file pointer, I hope you are understanding. So variable name is nothing but what? One file pointer. Let me show you. And it is so simple here. And a number of approaches to open the file. Easy. Now I'll go to the programming also. How many approaches are there? 2. To open any type of thing, we must open the file by using 2 approaches. To do any operation on the file, we must open the file by using 2 approaches. By using open off. Second one by using with open as. By using open. Variable name is equal to open off, file name, file mode. Let me write one by one. Variable name represents an object pointing to a file, and it is called a file pointer. And whose type is class text IO wrapper underscore IO dot what wrapper. This is called a module name. This is called a module name. Module name dot class name. Okay. Open is a predefined function present in which module? Default module. Built-ins module. When I am calling directly means default it is inherited. Default it is available. Built-ins module. Already you know built-ins module. Out of many modules in Python, one module will be imported every time. That is called built-ins module. And it is used for opening the file name in specified file mode. That is what open will do. File name represents name of the file, and file mode just now you have studied. File mode represents RWA, all those things. Next up, once we open the file name with the open function, then it is highly recommended to close the file by using close off for maintaining consistency of the file data. That is manual closing of the file. Hence, open function does not provide auto closability of the file. Does not provide auto closability of the file. Manual closing is required. With open as, very simple. With open, file name, file mode as variable name. Block of statements performs file operation. Block of statement with indentation. Other statements in Python, out of indentation, explanation, with as or with is the keyword, as is a keyword. Open is a predefined function in built-ins module. Same thing I copied from the above. It is used to open the file name in which mode? Specified file mode. File name represents name of the file. File mode represents any one of it. Variable name, continuous, sequentially I am explaining. Variable name represents an object pointing to file and it is called a file pointer. And whose type is class text IO wrapper. Very important. The execution process of with the open as is that as long as PVM present inside of with the open as indentation with the 1 minute mark present within inside of within open as indentation, then file name is actively available. Once PVM comes out of with open as indentation, the file name closed automatically. And this facility is called auto closability of file. Auto closability of file. No need to close the file by using close manually. This is the two approaches. Which is the best approach? Second one is the best approach. Are you following? Now I want to go for examples. Shall we start off? Right. Let's start the discussion. I'll go to the file. So second approach is the better approach. Always we prefer to go for that only. So to understand today's class, yesterday you must present. Today only coming from international airport, you cannot understand. You have to attend the class of yesterday. Every day is an important. Only attending today, trying to attend, nothing is possible. Because it is not a college, first of all. College means any day if you go, you can understand. Why? That's all. That is different and this is different. So coming to the program now. I am going to introduce programming now. Go to the file and say here. Now I am writing. Program for demonstrating opening the files. Students, so far is this online students? So far is this approaches are clear? Is this approaches are clear for all of you? Please respond it. And I am going to the coding now. Up to yesterday, up to today, I covered the coding concept. I covered, not theory. Theory means no practicals. I am going to show you the what I discussed it. I am going to show the practical proof for it. That is the concept we learned it. Theory means what? Blackboard white chalkpiece. Pollution. And here, whatever I explained, I am showing you practically. On that only we are working. That is called a concept base. Now I am going to take file open, example1.py. File open example1.py. What I am doing there? Now I am saying we have p, some variable name, kvr is equal to open of student.data. I am saying there, comma, I am writing here, R mode I am writing. What is this open here? Function. Opening this file name in which mode? So what I am saying here, just to student.data. I am not saying any C colon, D colon, I am not giving any path. If no path is given, which path will be selected? Current working folder only it will select. Current working folder only it will select. Now see that. I already told you. If this file does not exist, first save this statement. You'll get so much clarity first. You save it. Here I am going to write it. Okay. Now here I am going to write it. File open example1.py. File open example1.py. Go to the command. Here you come. D colon. Go to our folder. Under that files is there. There you talk about it. Py. See inside of it dir. You see there is one thing called what? File open example1.py. I am trying to run my program. That means I am going to take the file name called what? Student.data. In which file? In which file? This is the file name in which folder? In the current working folder only. Do you have such file? Do you have that file? No. That too you are opening in which mode? Here I told you already. If we open the file name in R mode, and if that file name does not exist, we'll get error. Try to run it. Py, see this, error is coming. Read out that. So I need to write it here. Go to the place. Here I am writing. Try. And next is what? Except. Except I am writing. File not found error. There I am telling file does not exist. File does not exist, I am saying. File does not exist, I wrote it. You try to run it. You try to run it. Now see students, now I got it. File does not exist. Are you able to follow me? So why this? Whatever concept I said, if you don't remember, I can't do anything else. Whatever I wrote it, I'm showing practically here. If you remember it. If you don't remember, we can't do anything else. I am opening the file which is not there. Straightforward, it is coming to the except block. File does not exist, it is saying. I'll come back once again after a few minutes. I'll go to the next example. Another example. Go to this place. Here I am writing. See, writing. Open example 2.py. KVR is equal to some variable name. Open of student.data, comma, double leave mode I am saying. What is the double leave mode says? Type of, I am saying \n, type of KVR is equal to type of KVR. Type of KVR. Print of what? Data return to the file. 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 Type of KVR is equal to type of KVR here. Data return to the file. Are you getting my point? Now, or I say instead of data return to the file, no data. Sorry for that. File opened. File opened in which mode? Write mode successfully. Very, very important. File opened successfully in which mode? Write mode. Try to run it. Where I am creating this file? In current working folder only. In current working folder only. In dir, you see only one file is available. Go to the place. Go to the place. Now I am writing. Save this code also. Save this code. Now observe it. Run this code. See this now. How many files are there? First time you are running my example. Py. File open example 2.py. File open example 2.py. What is happening now? See, it is was what it is saying. I told already, when you are opening any file in double leave mode, it is created newly and it is opened in write mode and we can start writing the data. First we are learning how to open the file. Later I will tell you how to write the data. Right now there is no student.data. Once again I am saying. So see that. What is happening? Type of KVR is equal to text IO wrapper. File opened in write mode successfully. You say dir. Is my student.data opened or not? It is. What is the size? 0 size. Are you following my point? 0 size it is student.data. It is called 0 size. No data present inside of it. Now go back to the previous program. Now you are opening that. Now I am saying that. What I am saying, I will carry this line. I'll carry this line. I will say here, else part I will write it. What is the else part I am writing? Type of KVR is equal to file opened in which mode? Write mode. So, read mode. File opened in read mode. I said R already here. And you are saying write mode. So, file opened in read mode successfully. So, try to run this code once again. Try to run this code once again. File open example 1. See that. Type of KVR is equal to text IO wrapper. File opened in read mode successfully. Are you following this? Now, you remove this R. Remove this R. What happens? R mode only. You run it. Once again is mode only. I told you already in the class. Default file mode is R. Default file mode is R. This is which mode? W mode. Instead of KVR, you can take FP. There is a rhythmic name I am taking, file pointer. FP stands for file pointer. And there is no rule that need to take FP. Some rhythmic name I am taking, FP. Execute 2.py. Even if you execute second time also, nothing will happen. So file opened in write mode successfully. Are you getting my point? So this is related to what? Syntax of what? File open example. Same thing. Go to back once again. The same example, I want to write it again. See that. Go for it. With open, I want to open it. With open approach. 3.py. With open. And one more thing is, okay, let me continue. With open, stud.data, comma, R mode. Actually, R mode is not necessary to write it. FP. What I can say here? Print. File opened in which mode? Read mode. Next, I will write print of what? Type of FP, comma what? Type of FP. FP. Done. Are you following? If it is not there, you have to keep in mind, you'll get exception. That's why I'll write on the top of it. Which one? Try. Within that, I am writing except file not found error. File not found error. Print of what? File does not exist. File does not exist. File does not exist, I wrote it. Are you able to follow? File does not exist. Try to run this now. Try to run this now. Save it. File open example 3. Already you know, students. File is there. Open example 3 is there. Try to run it. File open example 3. File opened in read mode. Type of FP is equal to text IO wrapper. We got it. Understood? Now, you write stud1.data, which is not there. You will get file not found error. File does not exist. You will get it. The same example, I want to write it with open. I want to write it. With open, I want to write it. First of all, you must know how to open the file. 4.py. Come on. With open, what I am doing? stud1.data, comma what? W as FP. Same thing I will carry. Same thing I will carry. This type of answer. So, file opened in which mode? Write mode. File opened in write mode. Type of FP is FP. Try to execute. Try to execute this PY. File open example 4. File opened in write mode. Type of FP class IO text IO wrapper. It is going to be opened in write mode. That means I can open the file. First, I must know, before performing the operation, I must know how to open the file. Are you able to follow? Now, I am going to get it. We are writing first program. How to get the preliminary information about the file. Open the notes, all of you. Write a Python program. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will demonstrate, you write a Python program which will obtain internal information about the files. 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 Such as file name, comma, file mode, comma, readability, comma, writability, and closability. And closability, readability, writability, and closability. File opening modes also important. So now I want to go for the next example. So coming to the point back, now I'm going to say example number 5. Careful students. Now I'm going to say with open stud3 dot data, some file name, comma, double you are taking. As what you are taking? FP. What you can do there? Now I want to write certain information here. This is opened in which mode? Write mode. You already know that file opened in which mode already? Write mode. File opened in write mode, you know. So here I am writing it. That anyhow you are aware of it. Next I am printing some extra information. This part already you learned it. Some extra information you are getting. File name. Don't take much time, students. Easy. File name is equal to file name colon. I am writing. Who is pointing to the file? FP. FP dot name you are writing. What is FP? Is an object. Like you know, A is equal to 2 plus 3j, which I already told you. Try to have the analogy. A dot real will give you 2. A dot imag will give you what? 3. What is A? Object. What is FP? Object. Object dot name. This object is pointing to whom? stud dot 3. That will print. It is created newly and whose name is printed. Execute. Slowly I will write many properties there. You try to understand. Here you try to understand. Here what is there? Student 1 dot data. If you want, you can take student 2 for a recognition purpose. Now what is happening? You see, you have student and student 1 dot data. There is no student 2. We are creating PEY. See that it is created and printing the name also. What is the file name? Student 2 dot data. You check it out whether it is created or not. Name of the file is printed. Are you following? Go to next. File mode I want to create. Print of file opening mode. Colon, comma, FP dot mode. Don't take much time. What is the mode also? Attribute. Like a real and imag, these are all called attributes. Present in where? File pointer object. You execute it and see that, students. You execute it. What is the mode here? W. Easy. Now I am going to write it. Printer. Is this file readable? Now I am saying comma, FP dot what? Readable. The question mark, READ. Readable. FP dot readable. What is the answer? False. W mode is used for performing what operation? Write operation. Readable. Answer is false. Coming to that. All the things I am showing practically here, all false. Next I am writing here one more. Online students, take care. Enter into the coding. Coding means problem. Is it writable? Now I am writing. So WRITEABLE, writable. What is this now? True. Why true? Because the mode is what? W. Next, one more. Is this file closed? I am writing what? Closed. Closed is what? Attribute. Closed. Closed kuda teda teledu. Closed, it is an attribute. Is this file closed? File opened. Is this file closed? Already told you here. You see, once we open the file in open function, it is highly recommended to close the function by using close off. Everything is there. By maintaining what? Consistency of the file data. Is it closed? No, still it is active. It is printing what? False. It is not closed, still it is active. It is active. What is the answer? False. After completion of it, it is coming out of the indentation. Indentation. See where I am writing? Print. Print. I am writing there. I am writing out of, for your understanding, with open as approach. With open as I am taking. Now what is this now? Tell me. I will write this line. I will write this line. After that, is file closed? It is true. Now see that. It is true. It is coming out of it. It is true. You are inside. It is called what? False. Once it is out, it is what? True. Are you following? Most important. The same information you can go for writing like this also. I can write like this also. You see here, I am writing this. File open example 6.py. Here I am writing R mode, you write it. Don't write anything at all. Don't write anything at all. You write it one small thing here called what? Try. Try. You say try. This you say up to here try. Yes. Now try. Within the indentation, these are the indentation. It is out of the indentation. What I am writing now? Except. What is this now? File not found error. File not found error. What you can say? File does not exist. File does not exist. File does not exist. Now I am writing here what? Else. Else part. Else part is not necessary. Finally also I don't write it. Because automatically closing or not. Try to run it. Try to run it. And see this now. 6.py students. 6.py. Same. Is it readable? True. Is it writable? False. Closed false. After the indentation? True. This is one important. Go to previous one. I'll copy this and the different modes I want to show you. Careful. I'm going to say. I'm going to say W plus. W plus. What is happening? W plus. Opened in which mode? File name. Same. Mode. W plus. Readable. True. Writable. Closed. Automatically false. And this is true. As usual. 6 or 7. 7.py. 7.py. Out of that, py 7. See, is readable true? Writable also true. Is this file as usual normal? W plus. W plus means both read and write. You can say A also. A plus also. You see, A plus also true, true. Readable true. Writable true. Next I will take it what? R plus also. R plus good process. R plus. Of course, don't worry about this meaning. You see, what is this now? R plus. Read and write. Same. Closability is same. Now I will write it. A plus. And of course, you have seen it already. A plus. You have seen it already. Are you following? Now. Last but one. Last but one, exclusive plus. Student 3.py. Student 2 only I will take. X I will take it. What is an exception I told? X. If we open existing file in X mode, then we get file exist error. Go to the place. Go to the place. And here, student 2, which one? I hope here. This is called 8. X mode. And this is exclusive write mode only. Name, mode, everything is printed. But error will come because it is already there or not. It is already there. 2 now, 1 now, you take whatever you like it. Take 8.py. 8.py. How to do this? Py. See, students. What is that error? Yes. So I will write it what block? Try. See. You are getting. File exists error. Except file exists error. Print of file already exists. File already exists. File already exists. Got it? Whatever I taught, same thing practically. But by listening this, you should not forget. But you cannot remember. Remember. Yes, I'm showing every line to line, point to point practically. But like that. So, like that. Not everybody. 50% like that. Now, what is the survey? Recently, I got it. So, coming to the point of it, X mode. What I will do now? 3.p data. 3 is there or not there? Not there. Not now it is creating. See, X mode. Creating exclusively name, mode, readable. Writable tarvata first japal answer agada. Readable, writable, true, closed, natural, that is. So go to the place. So execute. See the answer now. See the answer now. 8 dot. See, opened in X mode. Readable false. You cannot read. Writable true. Actively true. Say, run the same program again. Check it out whether it is already created or not. Student 3 created or not. Run it once again. Come on. File exists error. File already exists. That means it will open once in a file. It won't open again and again. If I say W, no problem. If I say W, no problem. Answer is coming. But when you say X, exception will come. Getting? Nice. So, this is an answer. X plus, last and final. X plus. X plus mode I am showing. 9.py. 9.py. So, X plus. Same. Is this file already existing? Come on. Exist means already what is an error? File opening mode, same, X plus also, same to same. So try to run this code. Try to run this code. What is this now? 9.py. 9.py. Out of that, py, 9.py. File already exists. Now I'm going to take it. Caveat.data. Caveat.data. What is happening? Opened it. In which mode only? Same mode, X plus. Readable, writable, true, execute. Done. X mode, readable, true, writable, true, everything. Most practical answers. DAR, you see, caveat.data also created. These are all zero space files, no data is there, only created. File is, these modes are used for what? Creating the file and opening in the corresponding modes. These examples are how to open the file in read mode, write mode, and etc. Now we are supposed to learn how to write the data to the file, how to read the data to the file. That is our next discussion, right? Open the notes. Write a Python program. Write a Python program which will demonstrate How to write the data to the file? How to write the data to the file? How to write the data to the file? Now, students, be careful. Slowly, I am coming to that. How to write the data, how to read the data, I am going to introduce. How to write the data to the file? How to read the data to the file? So now I am saying, before writing the code, now I am telling some 5 minutes concept. Writing the data to the file. Writing the data to the file means which operation? Write operation. To write the data to the file, in file pointer, we have two functions. One is write off. One more is write lines off. Write lines off. One is what? Write off. One more is write lines off. Write off and write lines off. What is the syntax of this? What is the syntax? File pointer dot write off. Of what data? str data only. Write function always writes the data in the form of str. Suppose I have 100 is a value. 100 you cannot pass it here. You have to convert 100 into what? How do you convert? Huh? How do you convert it? Huh? str of 100 and చెప్తే str off అనుకుంటే str of 100 is the correct answer. str off కాదు, str of 100 is the correct answer. str off, str on, str shutdown ఇది కాదు. str of 100, that is an answer. So 21 years came, don't know how to answer it also. So next is called what? This I will convert. Any other data type is there, I will convert into which type? str type. Now I'll write it next. File pointer dot write lines of iterable object. Iterable object. What are the iterable objects? List, dictionary, set, all those things. In what format? str format. That is also in str format. These are the two functions used for writing the data. First, I will show you how to write the data. First, I'll go for how to write the data. Then I'll go for reading. Reading I will come after this finishing is done. Let's go to the file. Others, if you want, you can do it in where? PyCharm also, student. PyCharm I will show you. You can do it in PyCharm. You can do it in anywhere. Anywhere else you can do it. If you know subject, anywhere else you can play. If you don't know anywhere subject, nothing to play. Only in our home we can play. So, how you can play in your home? You know that. So, coming to this place, try to remove all these things. So, freshly I will take it. So, go to this place, remove everything, new project. So, come on, tell me now. 6 p.m. files. 6 p.m. files. Files 1. 6 p.m. files 1. How to write the data? Will you read daily? Will you read daily after going to home? Who will read daily 2 hours? Raise the hands here. Just I got a doubt today. Okay, 2 girls. Okay, boys. 2 hours daily. You get a job, how do you get jobs? 2 hours daily. Very good student. Only one boy will read 2 hours. Look at the girls. No. Eating and sleeping only. Boys, what you will do? Eating and watching YouTube. YouTube, XTube, RedTube, all those things. So, coming to the point back. Now I'll start. Yes, Aniket is saying, I read daily, sir, sincerely. Very good friend. Vinay Kumar is reading 2 hours, 30 minutes. Very good. These are all sincere students. These offline students are very dangerous. 6 o'clock. Boys especially. Not reading at all. Not saying good morning, good evening also. నేను చెప్పలేదు కదా మీకు అసలు. That's why today I did not say to you. So, coming to the point back. Python file. Now I am going to say, no problem, students. Read well. Good evening is not important. I only will say good evening. Why? Class starting, please concentrate like that. That's why I will say. Otherwise, it's not a fashion at all. File read, file write example. File write example 1.py. So, yesterday, I shared with my kids also. I have 6 o'clock batch. Today I said good evening. Nobody will say anything. They asked me, sir, what you did, dad? I said nothing. So, you are wondering, huh? Today sir did not say like that. No problem. I will not say to you. Because you are supermans now. You are CEOs, university, vice chancellors, MPs, MLAs, CMs, PMs. Start. In my class, when you are sitting opposite to me, you are called what? Student only. But I will not say good evening to you. Program for writing. Program for writing the data. Program for writing the data. Writing the data to the file. Writing the data to the file. So, yes, ma, Faziana, she will read 2 hours daily. So, next. Okay. Right, students. So, daily with my college classes. Okay, good. Now come to the point of it. Concentrate, all of you. Now I'll write the data to the file. How many steps are there? 2 steps. What are the 3 steps? Number 1, choose the file name and open it into. How many steps are there in write mode? Come on. Number 1, choose the file name. Open the file name in write mode. Because I will understand. When you are saying answer spontaneously means I will understand something is fishy there. Open the file name in write mode. Next, perform cycle of write operations. I told yesterday in the class called what? Those steps. Now choose the file name. With open, take the file name. What is the file name? I am writing addr1.data. addr1.data. Take care, students. Comma. W I am saying as FP. Very, very important. What is my file name? addr1.data. Which mode? W mode. Here. There I will write it. Which data I am writing? Address. Some people's address I will write it. FP dot house here. Okay. Basic example చెప్తాను. First చిన్న example చెప్తాను. Small example. You are very small students now. Very small dot data. Because you are all small students. Very small students. Morning I said in 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock students also almost senior students only. But when your batch only, that problem is there. In batches they are very active. Your batch only, because evening students now you are almost sunset. Sunset means you lost your energy. But where you will come, I don't know. Okay. Anyhow, morning class 11 o'clock students are very small students since they are very active. I said today I kept a very small. I said they said they give a sound also. Which sound they give? Cat sound. Cat. You know cat sound? Like that. Like that. That is a big cat. Small cat sound. That is called kitten. You know English, right? Cat is big one. Whose child is kitten. And English lo idi. School days, this is an important. Kitten sound is coming. You don't know kitten sound because you are big already. Mudurs you are. So, very small dot data. Now, coming to the point of it. Now I am saying there, students, FP dot write off. FP dot write off. What I am writing? 100. FP dot what? Write off. Write off. Rosam I am writing. Rosam. Or something like I will write caviar. I write caviar. FP dot write off. Something like 11.11 I wrote it. What is this now? Earlier I wrote print of 10, print of caviar, print of 11.11. That is printed in where? Monitor. Now today we are writing in where? File. What is my file name? Very small. So something like very small. VS dot data. VS dot data. Are you getting? This file is created newly and this data written. How it is written in? Same line it is written. You see here in this 6 p.m. batch, there was no file name called what? VS.data. Now it is creating. Now it is creating. Are you following me? Try to run it. Data written. I will give a message, confirmation message. Data written to the file. Data written to the file. Try to run. See, you need to have two eyes here. One eye here. One eye here, one more eye here, one more eye here. And 3 eyes ekkadunnayi sir. 3 eyes means what? Carefulness. Right? So, try to see. Here no file is there. It is creating now. Watch it. Right click. One output window, error is coming. But what is created? VS.data. It is crossed, it is created, but it is which data? Integer data. Must be what? But not. Yes. Now I will write one more. 100.45. Also error. Must be, but not. So every value must be in the form of what? ఎట్లా మాట్లాడుతున్నారు ఇప్పుడు? STR of 100. Again, this is an error or not? Again, I will say STR of 11.1. You try to run this. Data written to the file. What is the file name here? Right. You double click on it. You see that data written or not? My file name. What is the file name here? What is the data here? And this is written in which line? Same line. Be careful. I am writing next 1000. Now I am writing 1000. Now I am writing here something like Vivek. Vivek I am writing. Vivek. Now I am writing some 34.11. 34.11. Which mode? Is this file already existing? As what will happen? Overlapped. Earlier contains which data? My data is there. Now you run it. Now you run it. Data written to the file. You click on it. Is it overlapped or not? Already discussed. Same thing, seeing or not? This clarity is important. Now, I want to write this data line by line. Line by line, I will write it. I will go to the next example. Next example. See, I am taking for, what is that? File write. File write example2.py. File write example2.py. What is my program demonstration? Program for writing the data to the file. Okay, come on now. I'm saying there. Come on, with open. addr1.data, comma, W. As what? FP. FP dot write off. I am writing Guido Van Rossum. FP dot write off FNO 3-4 comma, I say here, hillside, I'll say here, fp dot write of Python software foundation, Python software foundation, Python software foundation. It is done. fp dot what here? Write of NL 56. This is everything is written in where? Same line. You have seen already in the same line now. In order to write in multi-lines, I will write \n. Today I am writing \n. Today I am writing \n. Today I am writing \n. What is this now? Printf. Data. Return to the file. Return to the file. Did you understand? Here, what is the function file name? Do you have anything like this here? No, it is creating. Keep one I here. Keep one more I here. On output, you keep one more I here. Are you following? Yeah. So coming to the point of it, now I'm going to say, run this example, students. Data written to the file. See my data. Alphabetical order. ADDR1. See this. Guido van Rossum. Is it written line by line or not? Good. Now I will go to one more thing. The same data I will write here. Something like this. What I'm writing now? These lines of data. You keep it in somewhere else, students. In my previous place, I will keep it within the comment because I need that once again that data. Once again, I need that. Today I'm writing here something like this. What I'm writing, you know, James Gosling. James Gosling I am taking. And next is called something like HNO. 13 and 14. And I am writing something like, you know, something you'll write. Seaside. And I will write Sun Microsystem. Sun Microsystem. Now I am writing Sun Microsystem. So I'm saying there, Sun Microsystem I am saying. Sun Microsystem I am saying. And USA. And I'm writing something like what? 56 or 12. Data written to the file. Are you able to follow me? Data written to the file. So coming to the conclusion, data written to the file. Now see students, carefully observe it. Data written to the file. Execute. Try to run this. What is the mode? What will happen? Very good. Already you have seen overlapping. Again, I am showing you. Try to run it. Data written to the file. Write example 2 dot. ADDR1 dot. Is it replaced or not? Now, I don't want to replace. I want to add the data now. What I will do? Go to the place. I will go back to this line. I'll go back to this line. Already you have written it, students. I'll say Control Z. Guido van Rossum. Today I will take what mode? A. Because of A, what will happen? Yes. Try to run this. What is happening? Data written to the file. What is happening? See that. James Gosling address, Guido van Rossum, and Python Software Foundation. Everything is done. Are you understanding the meaning of W and A? Right. Easy or difficult now? Easy. But not studying. Not studying. 1 hour also not studying. 1 hour studying, huh? Within 1 hour, 45 minutes WhatsApp chatting, only 10 minutes opening and closing. Correct? No. Like, okay, if you read well, it's good for your health. Otherwise, what will happen? Problem. Are you following? This is called writing the data to the file. Which data I written, which function I used it? Write function. One more example. Suppose I want to create this file in where? Somewhere else. Where I want to create? In C colon, in Hyderabad colon, in Hyderabad place, I want to create my file. In this location, I want to create my file. See students, go to this place and say what here? Hyderabad. And say double slashes. You know that double slash concept, right? You try to run it. Try to run it again. It is data written to the file. Where it is created in? C colon, it is created. Straightforward created. Open it. In open with edit plus, it is done. Guido van Rossum is created. You write something like, you write something like, students. Now you go to the place. Now you say, here you add some more data to that. You add some more data to that. Some value you added. Something like completely you write it. Netherlands you write it. Just I'm writing again. Try to run it. Once again, go to the place and try to see. Open it in this place. See that. Are you getting or not? Yes. Clarity is there? Now, Guido van Rossum, something like this is coming. I hope you are following my discussion. Okay. Now I'll go for how to read the data from the file. How to read the data from the file I am going to take up. How many functions? I am going to use what? Write lines. Take care. Now, see students. Next example is continuation part. How to use the write lines. File write example 3.py. File write example 3.py. So here I am going to write it. File write 3 example.py. Now I am going to write it. Program for writing the data to the file. Writing the data to the file. Start. X is equal to 10 comma Travis numpy org. Next I am writing, I say here data science. Now I am saying something like true. I am saying. Now I want to write this entire object to the file. What will happen? You see, with open directly authors.data, comma, a mode I am taking. A mode as what? FP dot what? Write lines of X. See, write lines function and write function will write value by value only, it will write. They give two functions. That's why I'm explaining two functions. That means you are feeling that a single data is written at a time. But internally, it is written value by value. Sir, what is the proof? Now I am showing. You will get error. What is that error? First value is what? It will check the value of X. What is the first value? Int. Try to run it once. It will give you error. What is an error? Write argument must be, but not. So write lines also one flavor of what? Write only. Are you getting? So I'm going to give the clarity here. Write lines of X, my dear students, and X is containing the value 10, and 10 is not a string type. To do that, what should I do? Double quotes. Suppose, for example, instead of data science, I am writing, 23.45. Again, it will be an error or not? So I have to keep it in double quotes. Again, I have to keep it in double quotes. Like that, I have to keep it in many double quotes. Is it a problem or not? Why to keep double quotes? Why this entire hard process? I want to do it what? Directly. str of what? That's all. Print of what? Data return to the file. Beautiful. Start. Data return to the file. What is that now? Authors.data. Is it written in list as it is or not? Yes. That too. After writing the data, my dear students, I will write it. Here, for example, write this one. If I take it one more time, if I take like this, observe it. Here I am writing, what is my data? 100, something like what some other author name I am writing. Here I am writing pandas. I am writing some data called true, only the value I am taking. This is my data. What is happening because of that? You see, it is written adjacent to that only. It is written adjacent to that. Already one line is there. Adjacent to that it is written. You see that? Data written to the file, but you open it, it is written adjacent to that. To bring back to the new line, What should I do? Go to beginning once, say what here, go to beginning once. This is the data, what we have. This is the data, what you have. One more time. I say, this is my given data. You say W first. Because of W, what is happening? Overlapping. Okay. With overlapping with what? \n. You write the data, immediately send the cursor to the new line. Run this code. What is happening? Data returned to the file. Now check it out. Authors.data. It is available like this. Now next, go to, what is the next stage? Say 100. Say here, change the object style. And here you write some name, you write it. W.E.S. Kinney is another scientist. So pandas. So I'm writing there and say something like 55 and remove this value, student. So I'm saying that here I am saying like this. And I hope you are following me what I am trying to say. So here you said with open off as FP. Try to run this code. How it is written? Written and then bringing to the new line. What should I change now? A. Why A? Append mode. Data written to the file. Authors you see, it is written or not? Tuple is written. Everything, see, point to point I am saying. Even though you are not replying, I am saying point to point without losing my patience. So I am teaching from morning 7 to now it is almost 7 o'clock, 7:43. Almost 12 hours I am in classes only. If you are in 12 hours reading, will you be in Hyderabad? You will go to Himalayas. Who will read this many hours? Will go to Himalayas. But not today. This is 26 years I am taking continuously classes like this. You can understand? If I say good evening, you will not say good evening. And now who said to you? Now come to the point. Now coming to the point. So here I am saying like this. No problem, but read well. Now 30. Now I am taking Richie. So coming to the point of it, Bell Labs. Now I am taking like this. This is my data. What is this now? Set. Set or not? Set another? Is it set only? Oh, set only. Data written to the file. Go to authors.data. Set is written. Next, last and final. Now I am seeing 10:Python. 10:Python. 20:Java. And 30:, what? 30:C, comma 40:, what? DS. So go to this place. Here I am going to take it. Now data written to the file. Which data this is? Dictionary. Still converted into what? str. Data written to the file. Go to authors dot. It is dictionary also written. How many ways are there to write the data? 2 ways. One is write off, write lines off. How the values are written? Value by value. Let us watch. Now I am writing here. Now I am showing now. So one files. So here I am going to say nodes. Writing the data to the file. Writing the data to the file. Here you see. To write the data to the file, we have 2 predefined functions in file pointer. They are write off, write lines off, write off, file pointer obj dot write off str data. This function is used for writing any type of data to the file in the form of str. Write lines off, file pointer object dot write lines of iterable object data. This function is used for writing any type of iterable object data to the file in the form of str. In the form of what? str. Note. Write off, write lines, writes the data to the file in the form of str by value, but not all at once. It is one of the time-consuming process. That's why I look into advanced file programming. That's called pickling and unpickling. So I'll stop the class now, 7:46. Tomorrow I will come back. I will say how to read the data from the file. Will you practice this? Or going to home and eating and sleeping? Wake up morning 10 o'clock. Like that? So try to do some useful work, students. So I'll stop the class and I will speak to you and we'll start the class tomorrow session. Right, students? Thank you. Good day. Good night.